to my YouTube channel. In the next clip you will find filming from various fields, images, text, voice, music. In today's clip I will show you, present, prove, and many other details. Information about top 10 vertical bar the most dangerous animals in the world. 1. The mosquito. The young Anopheles is rightly considered the most dangerous living creature on the planet. The reason, extremely simple, is given by the fact that these insects carry and transmit the malaria virus. Thus, annually, only in Asia and Africa, approximately 2 million people die from malaria transmitted by Anopheles mosquitoes. The increased global warming and the change in air currents facilitate the movement of these mosquitoes, so they ended up spreading malaria in countries such as Great Britain, Japan, and New Zealand. 2. Indiana cobra. Although it does not exceed 2 meters in length, it is not an aggressive snake, nor is it the most venomous snake in the world. The Indiana cobra makes the most victims of all snake species. Although the Indian cobra issues a series of warnings before attacking, every week in India approximately 50 people die from its bites. Specialists believe that this situation is also caused by the demographic expansion of India, a fact that leads to the invasion of wild areas by people. 2. Indiana cobra. Although it does not exceed 2 meters in length, it is not an aggressive snake, nor is it the most venomous snake in the world. The Indiana cobra makes the most victims of all snake species. Although the Indian cobra issues a series of warnings before attacking, every week in India approximately 50 people die from its bites. Specialists believe that this situation is also caused by the demographic expansion of India, a fact that leads to the invasion of wild areas by people. 4. Great white shark. The areas with the highest concentration of white sharks are California, Mexico, Florida, South Africa, Australia, and New Zealand. Normally, white sharks do not attack humans for the same reason as polar bears, lack of fat. However, the attacks occur after the sharks confuse the surfers, whose figure is similar to that of the seals, their favorite prey. Another cause of attacks is given by the habit of these sharks to explore the environment by biting. The bites help them to determine the temperature, consistency, and nature of the objects and creatures they encounter. It is already known that if a person is bleeding, for various reasons, around such a shark, the attack is inevitable. 4. Great white shark. The areas with the highest concentration of white sharks are California, Mexico, Florida, South Africa, Australia, and New Zealand. Normally, white sharks do not attack humans for the same reason as polar bears, lack of fat. However, the attacks occur after the sharks confuse the surfers, whose figure is similar to that of the seals, their favorite prey. Another cause of attacks is given by the habit of these sharks to explore the environment by biting. The bites help them to determine the temperature, consistency, and nature of the objects and creatures they encounter. It is already known that if a person is bleeding, for various reasons, around such a shark, the attack is inevitable. 6. The saltwater crocodile. It represents the only current species of crocodile capable of living both in the salty waters of the oceans and in the fresh waters of swamps and rivers. Its impressive dimensions help it to hunt various prey, from birds or fish to the great Indian buffalo. The length of an adult male exceeds 6 meters. Specialists claim that a saltwater crocodile killed a draft stallion weighing approximately 1 ton in less than 1 minute, due to the fact that it lives in densely populated areas. This species is responsible for the most fatal attacks on humans of all current crocodile species. 7. The African elephant. By far the largest terrestrial animal, the elephant is also one of the most feared apparitions in the African savanna. The most frequent attacks come from the adult females, who protect the safety of the young in the herd at all costs. Attacks from the males come during the mating season, the period when their organism is invaded by a huge amount of hormones, which makes them radically change their behavior. In these periods, males are extremely aggressive. According to recent research, approximately 500 people are killed annually by elephants throughout Africa. 7. The African elephant. By far the largest terrestrial animal, the elephant is also one of the most feared apparitions in the African savanna. The most frequent attacks come from the adult females, who protect the safety of the young in the herd at all costs. Attacks from the males come during the mating season, the period when their organism is invaded by a huge amount of hormones, which makes them radically change their behavior. In these periods, males are extremely aggressive. According to recent research, approximately 500 people are killed annually by elephants throughout Africa. 9. African wild buffalo. This species stands out among herbivorous mammals by its unusual aggressiveness, complemented, in equal measure, by a thirst for revenge and a remarkable intelligence. The males of this imposing species, most often, reach a weight of approximately 900 kilograms, which easily turns them into a formidable opponent even for a group of lions. For example, if such a specimen is wounded during a hunt, it retreats to the nearest thicket, and from there begins the pursuit of the hunters and their attack, most often from behind. 10. Amazonian arrow frog. The deadly feature of this species is their venomous skin. This species of frog secretes alkaloid toxins through the skin, toxins that lead to the poisoning of all living things that come into contact with them. The Amazonian arrow frog has a vivid, strong and contrasting color, being a way of warning for any potential predator. A single specimen produces daily a quantity of toxins capable of killing 10 adult people. It is interesting that this species of frog does not secrete its own poison, but synthesizes it from certain species of flies and ants necessary for daily food.